Well, welcome back. We're joined here with Cheyenne from the K-State Extension Office for Wildcat Wednesday. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So I know we're here to talk about something kind of really fun, about getting kids kind of involved at home, especially during the holiday season.
For sure, yeah, we're going to talk about how we can get kids involved in preparing Thanksgiving meals, making sure that we're scaling things down to their level so that they can really take ownership and then be more open to trying maybe dishes that they wouldn't necessarily be open to trying if we get them involved in the kitchen.
Amazing. And kind of going off that, why do we want to get them involved in the kitchen? Why do we want to make them part of that process?
Yeah, so if we just take them into a meal where maybe there's some family they've never seen before, or there's a lot of strange dishes, we only have them once a year, cranberry sauce looks kind of intimidating if you don't see it every week. But if they're involved in making that process, if they've been the one who tore apart or cut the broccoli, if they got to stir something up or they got to make the bread rolls, that really helps them get involved and take ownership. And then maybe they're open to say, hey, I helped make that cranberry sauce. I got to cut up that broccoli. I think that I would like to try it because I got to help make it. So they're open to trying the things. It also helps them to kind of gain skills in the kitchen, right? We want them to be able to grow up to make their own food and all of that sort of stuff. And as we get started right now, we can take them starting right now in the grocery stores as you're starting to plan your recipes, even if you're looking at the recipes with the kids and saying, hey, do you think that we should use this recipe for the green bean casserole or whatever you're making, or if we should use this recipe? And then taking them to the store and letting them pick out the ingredients, helping you choose between brands of green beans, stuff like that. They can really start to take ownership and then be more open to trying those dishes or showing off their skills at Thanksgiving.
Amazing. I know involving kids in these processes can be so fun, but I know for some parents it can also be a little bit stressful. Are there any tips you guys have on how to maybe help make this process easy on everybody?
For sure. I think the first thing that you have to remember is that they've probably never done this before. So we're going to need to use as many details in the instructions as possible, right? Even if it's something as stirring in eggs. They don't necessarily know that they have to break the yolk and stir super hard. They don't know that they need to stir gently to make sure that the batter for your cake stays inside. So making sure that we're demonstrating to make sure that they see us do the skill, maybe assisting if you have a super small one who's maybe not strong enough to make some super stiff cookie dough or something first, making sure that we're assisting as needed, breaking it down to their level. Even the littlest ones can find some way to get involved, because if you can play with Play-Doh, then you can definitely knead some bread dough or make some balls to make rolls. I promise that they have the skills, maybe just reading through the recipe and identifying, oh, my kiddo does have the skills to crack an egg and put it in, or my kiddo does have the skills to stir this batter, but maybe I should demonstrate to make sure that they don't spray the flour everywhere. Making sure that we're giving super specific directions so that they know what's happening.
Amazing. Well, these sound like great tips. Is there a specific place people should maybe go to look for more resources that you guys offer?
For sure. We have, through National 4-H, they have a bunch of different cooking curriculums. If you get onto the National 4-H site, you can get different booklets of curriculum that have some different recipes that you could try out maybe between now and Thanksgiving to start to have them practice those skills before it's the big day and everyone's there and you're getting stressed out. National 4-H has resources. Some different states extensions have really great resources about identifying which skills fit which age group as well.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Cheyenne. We'll be right back.
Thank you for having me.